Hi, Lee Phillips here. I'm still a lawyer, and I still don't want you to hold that against me. I want to talk for a minute about putting your business into your trust, making the trust the owner of your business. And I get all the time, do I put my LLC into the trust, or is my trust owned by my LLC? There's a lot of confusion on this. Your trust is going to be your substitute. It's going to be the member of the LLC, the stockholder of your little corporation. So technically, the trustee owns this company. Now, you're still going to own it, and I wouldn't tell FinCEN, well, you do have to tell FinCEN, but I wouldn't tell the tax guys. They don't need to know who the owner is. FinCEN does. I made that mistake. FinCEN, you remember you have to register your company with the feds and all that stuff. So your company is going to be owned by the trust. The only reason you're doing this is to avoid probate on the company when you die. So your trust has three parts to its name: the name of the trust, the date of the trust, and the trustee. The trustee's name's always got to be there. Name, date, trustee. Those three elements have got to be there. Now, in your private documents, sometimes you have to list that at the state. Most states don't have you list that now. So if you have to list it at the state, fine. The member, the owner, the stockholder is name of trust, date of trust, trustee. And you have three names to your name: first name, middle name, last name. Trust got the same thing. So it's going to be on the state documents, usually not required. But you have your articles of incorporation, that's the state. Then you have the bylaws. In the bylaws, it's always going to list the owners. In your operating agreement for your LLC, it's going to list the owners and say what percentage of this company does this guy own. You should really have a ledger, and you should have certificates. You know, when you get stock at IBM, you want a certificate, right? Actually, it's all at the brokerage house now, but in the old days, you'd get a certificate. Your company isn't at the brokerage house. Your company should actually issue a certificate. Certificate number 1 for 100% ownership is issued to name of trust, date of trust, trustee. And so that guy owns 100%. The trust is disregarded, so if anybody asks, you own the company. It's yours. So you're going to do this. Now, if you get a new trust, you've got to go back. You cancel certificate number 1, or you make an amendment to the operating agreement or the bylaws, and you say, John Doe, no longer member 100%. If you've issued a stock certificate, you cancel a stock certificate on the ledger, you write void across the actual stock certificate, and you issue stock certificate number 2 in the name of the new trust, name of trust, date of trust, and trustee. Now, it could be the John Doe Trust under agreement July 4th, 2022, as amended or as restated July 4th, 2025, or whatever it is. So that would be the new name of the trust. And you can kind of drop I'd just put John Doe Trust restated July 4th, 2025. And John Doe Trustee. Got to have those three pieces. So it identifies which document we're going to look at in order to govern the ownership of this company. It's the trust document under agreement, this date, with John Doe Trustee. So this is Lee Phillips talking about how to get ownership of your company. You amend the bylaws, the operating agreement, you reissue the new stock, And that's really all you have to do, unless in some states you're required to update the state records if you have a change in ownership. But most states don't require that anymore. Now, don't forget to get the How to Use an LLC. It's a free booklet electronically. We deliver it. We don't sell your name. We don't do any of that stuff. But it teaches you the asset protection and how to use an LLC. It's actually a really good piece of information that you need to know if you're thinking about an LLC or if you've already got an LLC. This is going to help you substantially beef up your asset protection of your company, corporation or LLC. It doesn't matter. Just get that. It's free. Don't forget to love us and like us. And if you have a comment, write it down, and I answer the comments. So just go below and make your comment. Also tell me what you'd want to hear about. Actually, this is something that somebody said, I want to hear about this. So tell me what you want to hear about, and we'll get it out. This is Lee Phillips. Hey, thanks for joining me.